That's a lot of money if you can get a top 4 finish for one of these teams, or for some of the teams we'll see later today especially.
Oh, yeah. Life-changing money, youngsters. Invest it well if you can do it. I'm going to open a LAN cafe.
That's one way to go about it.
Depends where you are.
Yeah,
could be successful, could be not.
Look, if you're an NA, I would advise against.
NA, you better open a LAN house and barbecue shop or something. I don't know. That might be a little more appealing. Actually, that sounds quite appealing. We're starting it tomorrow. All right, we're getting into game number 3. That's right, a very long, exhausting war of nutrition. And that was game number 2. It was insane, guys.
Yeah. They didn't get much break as well. I mean, you got 4 best of 3s today. We got to get through it. There's, no rest. Otherwise, these later teams are going to be going into the wee hours of the morning. So, right into it. And
get back in there and get it done. And they picked the best hero in the world, Keeper of the Light, first grab. Actually, I don't know. I always have bitter feelings, of course, since the changes. And I feel like, other heroes might be able to mimic what he does. Certainly when Mars joins Captain's Mode, I fear for my boy Coddle seeing the front lines as much. I know that he's like more of a 5 and a support, and Mars might fill a different role, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I fear for the stock of my boy Coddle. I feel like it's nice now, but it's going to
at least
fall out real
Coddle
quick.
support and Maz is going to be played as a core.
Yeah.
Some of the pros I talked to think he's a safe laner. Others have been trying him out in the off lane. I mean, he can definitely mid lane. I think he's going to be that flex core pick that you can pick early, at least right now, because no one agrees what lane he's best at. But
all right. Jug and Lich comes out. Maybe we'll get to see some Grimstroke. We got Grimstroke yesterday. That was a fun sight for a bit. But here for now, just a good defensive support and a classic pairing with the Jug. That Frost Armor Blade Fury in a lane together sounds just so repulsive.
Yeah, it's our first sighting of Lich. He was not banned or picked in the last 2 games. But yeah, obvious synergy with the Jug and very good at chasing people down in lane. This has been one of the classic Lich combos since the hero's been getting picked and played. So no surprises there.
You think overall just Lich is now in the best spot he's ever been since they've kind of like changed him up, they added the Frost Armor and the Gaze. Do you think that this is the new Lich and we better just love it?
I love it personally because I hated playing pub games against these people who'd pick Lich and just have like the highest impact imaginable while doing the most simple thing ever. Oh, I cast Sacrifice on my range creep and Frost Armored my carry and my job's done.
Yeah, I really feel like that we're going to look back at that toolkit and just laugh eventually and be like, wow, people really played that hero and thought it was okay and thought it was exciting.
Yeah, that's the thing. It wasn't even necessarily OP. I think there was a period of time where it was a little bit too strong, but more than anything, it was just boring and didn't require much talent to play. Even positioning-wise, wasn't very hard. Getting a good chain for stuff just came down to luck more than anything a lot of the time. Like heroes like Shaman, Shaman has a fun toolkit, but it's like positioning's really important. For Lich, it's like you just sit back and positioning is really simple. But
he's got so many fun ways to be able to make impacts in fights now.
He's one of those heroes when it's like no one actually wants to play Lich, but the people picking him are just picking him purely for the, I want to win this game. Like that's when 99% of your player base is playing to have casually, that's not a good hero to have.
Well, you know what makes it better? He's got some of the best cosmetics in the game, though.
Okay.
He looks so cool when he's decked out with some of the better cosmetics, I will say. He looks like he belongs in an entirely different franchise. But Dark Willow coming out. She has been gone from a stigma of looking, like not that great of a support, and now she's been seeing the spotlight the past couple of days.
Yeah. I'm just going on my own Dota buff to make sure I'm not a Lich picker.
You're not a Lich picker?
I have picked Lich for sure.
I definitely have picked a share of Lich.
There
he is.
76.
76. What's your win rate there? 47?
But
not
I
bad.
played at core in 22%. See, I saw the new Lich come out with talent. He had like a plus
the
120
plus
damage.
1,000 damage.
So I wanted to try out some core Lich, which was pretty bad. That's probably where I lost some games. But it was a lot of fun.
I don't blame you. I think that was even tried in a pro game. I can't remember. A lot of people were really intrigued by his new talent tree. I don't know what the frog is thinking with those, It's like, what if, what if they want to try him as a DPSer? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, well, what if we give Nyx plus 100 agi? There's going to be that one game where somebody will get racks using it. There's that one game.
Got it. My job is done.
The first time that level 25 talent impacts a professional Dota 2 game.
It was all worth.
Yep.
So Ice Frog just goes, clip. Add it to the document. All right. If I have to speak for myself, I'll have it ready to go. Now Tiny coming out here. And he offers a, great set of burst damage, extra lockdown. Dark Willow should fear for her life at the sight of Tiny.
Typically the 4-position hero for 90% of teams, but EHOME is one of the few teams that plays it in Xinq's 3-position hand, so it could be a core as well.
I remember yesterday, in our very first game, myself and Capitalist, gosh, it's going to slip my mind on who was playing in that game, but the player Grove had an awesome Tiny game, just a bunch of shenanigans. He was like one of those guys who's trying to do a lot of the funny business, like taking full advantage of the level 1 toss distance to toss the Lycan under their own tower right at the beginning of the game. And he tried to be using the illusion bait to his own advantage. Like, if I put myself with the one illusion, it looks like we're the illusions. And then he accidentally tossed his own illusion out for a gank, and it was hilarious. And I appreciate that. So I'm curious to see this kind of, I imagine, more reformed, method. I don't know what kind of Tiny we're going to see here in the hands of EHOME. If you're telling me a 3-position, I hope I see some plays. But how do you?
You will. You'll see some Blink Dagger. Eventually he's the support killer, and you're looking at Coddle Dark Willow too.
Good God, I know.
Squishy
Coddle has got he's osteoporosis. He's going to fall over and blow up if Tiny gets a hold of him.
Yeah, this is a great Tiny game and pick. Viper.
Oh man, so it's probably apparent I haven't been too involved in Dota 2 as of recent during this crazy toxic period that I've been seeing all over the Twisphere. That is the Viper period, and only just recently finally got nerfed.
Yeah.
What was that like? Tell me about the dawn of Viper.
Yeah, I've not playing as much ranked solo queue as I used to because NA pubs are pretty bad these days. I'm not the only one taking a break. BSJ, please come back.
Dude, he's never coming back. We might, I don't know, he's an auto chess player now. Can I even get him as a commentator for Dota anymore?
Could he even commentate Dota?
I don't know. Dota anymore?
I don't know if he watches Pro Dota anymore. No, I said, I don't play solo queue. I'm not actually calling the guy up, but no, the Viper meta was just terrible because Viper became this AFK jungle farmer with Nether Toxin. They buffed the AoE, they buffed the damage to this point where you just go from jungle camp to jungle camp and Nether Toxin would clear it out.
That sounds lame.
They nerfed the spell so it costs a lot more mana. You can't stack it on top of itself, which didn't matter too much. But the mana cost is the big hit. Went from 75 to 100 mana cost at level 4.
Oh, okay.
So
25%. Very nice.
They did pick PA into it, so you can get rid of that blur with Nether Toxin until the BKB comes out. The break component is now even harder to fight into because of that increase to AoE. But Viper's Viper.
Viper is Viper. Mid lane, I assume, is still the thing, and Viper is part of that holy trinity I used to name, the Viper, OD, Razor, kind of like our job is to win this lane, we win the lane kind of a thing. Yeah. So that leaves few options out there on who can kind of contest with the Viper.
He definitely used to be that. I don't think he is as much anymore with the changes to his toolkit. With the Nether Toxin no longer giving you bonus damage on last hits.
That is true.
He actually loses... Well, he doesn't lose his lane, but he doesn't stop many heroes from farming anymore.
Okay.
Most heroes against Viper have a good time. The issue is you can't shut down Viper. So it's like... It's one of those heroes that... It reminds me of DK, where you go mid, and if you're against a DK, you're like, well... I can't beat a DK, but he's also not going to beat me. That's kind of what Viper is.
So so at that point, so where I would say from that point, though, is the DK is usually the one who sits there. The opposing mid laner goes off and does something. DK goes, all right, my lane now. I take the tower. I do my dragon thing. What does the Viper do then?
He takes the lane, then he goes back to his jungle and takes the jungle and just farms and hit recruits. It's pretty boring stuff.
So when does he hit the power peak that he becomes like the huge monster? Is it the fact he kind of can come online faster because he farms through that jungle so fast?
Yeah, he gets this like Rod of Atos. The Atos timing is pretty scary. Then you've got Atos plus Nether Toxin, and you have a bigger mana pool to play with.
Wow.
So it's just like with an item or two. Usually it's Atos. Sometimes he like drums, pipes, whatever it may be.
So he's a fighter now, really. He can farm up and come to fights yoked out much earlier than you would anticipate.
Yeah, because the old Viper, the lane dominator, did not farm at all. That was
Yeah.
like Viper wins your lane, but then you fall off. We don't see that so much anymore because of the farming capabilities of the hero. But King Gaming get the Doom. They're going back to the mid-Venge pick, it looks like. So we'll see that Venge mid against the Viper, which I imagine will be a bit of a snoozy, we both farm kind of lane.
Okay.
Unless there's ganks coming from like a Tiny. But will Tiny be support? Will it be core? It's going to be a support Tiny and a Timbersaw last pick.
Oh, that's a bold
Oh
call.
my
You think
gosh.
it'd be a Timber? I think it could be a Timber. That's a great choice.
Damn, I need to be more subtle and make it look like I predict this.
No, I
That's
almost
the
said
real
it as
play.
you said it as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
too. Timber coming out. Timber, another one of those heroes that I'm like, I love him. He's so flash. It's a flashy kind of a hero.
Timber's
But
the
Tiny and Timber in the hands of EHOME.
Yeah.
Woo!
So Timber's kind of the new Brood, where if you can get a 10th pick Timber in a really good Timber game, you may just win the game. And this is a pretty darn good Timber game. Like I'd say it's at least like an 8 out of 10 good Timber game. There's not too much that you're afraid of. Doom and Infernal Blade can kind of be annoying, but you're great against PA. Venge is also physical damage, so it is a very good Timber game.
Yeah. Damn it. Everyone in this game has ridiculous cosmetics. See what I'm talking about with the Lich?
The Lich, yeah.
Here, you guys can't see what I'm talking about with the Lich. Let me see. Now you can see what I'm talking about. Lich and Doom. Timbersaw looks also great. The PA.
China has often had the best cosmetics.
They are styling right now.
Yeah.
Not even just in the game.
I like that Cuddle Horse.
Oh, that's
you know
great
one?
too. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's all wonderful. I mean, not even just in the game. You see Burning walk into the room. He's got those shoes, and you're just like, whoa. Yeah. All right, let me see if I can get the right button here.
And half the teams had a jean sponsor for a while.
A jean sponsor, huh?
There was like 3 or 4 Chinese teams that all had .HLJ jeans or something, I think it was, or HL jeans. I don't know what they were, but these guys are swagged out. We need some clothing sponsors here at BTS.
Yeah, but jeans are not like the best thing to wear when you computer game, are they? I feel like, jackets or sweatpants, right? It's
Yeah.
the cozier feel. It's not like you're going to look better in public. Jeans will make you look better in public. I get it.
Sure.
But I don't know. I think these guys are sitting on their ass for like 8 hours straight, sometimes in one series it feels like. And jeans might not feel great.
I don't like seeing players like go out when they're in like the really like daggy sweatpants.
Yeah.
It's like I like players when they come on stage and look like they're ballers. Some of the players do have like really stylish, trendy looking sweatpants.
The jeggings, I love them. I'm not wearing them now. It's the sweatpants that look like jeans. Now that's the sponsor you need right there. So you can feel comfortable but look good, just like the song. Shoutouts to rockingithard.mp3. The name of that one, I think.
Oh, right into a pause we go. 1-1. Here we go. Game 3
the quarterfinals. The 1-4 finals.
Yep.
Exciting stuff here. I'm sure already a chunk of prize money difference just for making it out of this round somehow. Let the tipping begin.
What else are you going to do during a pause? You're wasting those tips, though. You got to save them for the outplays. That's always
these guys don't BM.
No? Okay.
They don't. You know what? I actually miss the chat wheel in these kind of matchups. Not gonna lie, too.
I saw the South American teams doing when I was casting.
Yeah, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was Gorilla's Pride.
Next series. Oh, all right, then we're in. Next series is gonna feel like, boom, a totally different stylistic approach. I imagine that's actually something that I want to look at with a different kind of eyeglass, let's say, because next series I'm sure is going to be very different from this one. Yep. These guys are obviously. They play like they got the nerves, but they're just super, super methodical with everything they do. They know that they're kind of min-maxing, I guess is what I'm looking for. They min-max really well.
I think with Ukraine, when I was casting them, it was just no one kind of styling on everyone. He was just running around, destroying.
Dribbling the ball between his legs. What is this guy? Yeah. What is he doing? No one, the beast.
But here we go. Game 3 decider. Bounty runes will be coming out fairly soon. It will be Team EHOME on the Dire. You guys can't see it on your screen. It's China versus China.
Yeah, EHOME on the Dire side, Keen on the Radiant side, as was for game number 1. Yep. Things were a bit more convincing for Keen at that point. Trade of the Illuminate. And he's going to go all the way bottom, it would appear, here with the Coddle.
Yeah, it's a 1v1 down bottom, the Doom versus Timber. I'm not sure if Coddle with an Illuminator 2 can definitely have an impact here. He needs pull camps, though, to have to be able to do anything.
Man, back in the day, it was great to have the Coddle against the Timber when you had the old mana leak, but these days, mana leak is a thing of the past. You know, Timber flying all over the place, you would just suck away that mana pool instantly and always get a good guaranteed stun.
The Coddle's kind of down here early on to get some pulls off, I imagine. He wants to get like a fast level 2, level 3, and then probably he'll rotate out of this lane, but he can have a very high impact at level 1 when Timbersaw is weak, and also Timber got Whirling Death level 1 because of the Bounty Rune fight, so he's actually in some trouble down bottom. I don't know if I was ever going to swap
He
over.
looks like it. His icon.
Yeah.
You would never believe it, but Coddle can gank.
I saw that one on my screen.
Yeah.
I'm calling out the Observer as I miss all the other kills, but you know. Timbersaw got Whirling Death because he was fighting over a Bounty Rune with the Doom, and Doom got Infernal Blade level 1, which is normally not what you want in a lane. You want Devourer, but he actually is totally fine because he harassed and killed the Timbersaw.
Yeah, wow, that's certainly going to put them in a good little start right there. They remain the Timber at the solo here. We see the long pull of Kaka. Lich not liking it, watching him turn and run. Tiny could try to meet them along the way, though. Hi, what are you doing? Get over there. Tosses her right back into her own wave.
Creeps are gone.
Going to try to go to the Shadow Realm and TP out of here.
Lich tried to draw aggro. I guess Creeps don't aggro Roshan because he was like taking Roche hits like, Creeps, go deny yourself to Roshan.
Creeps are like, dude, we never fight that guy. What are you doing? That's our Lord and Savior. All right, get out of here.
I've never seen a Creep actually in the Roche pad. I think that's possible. Even if you get Roche out of the pit attacking you, I don't think the Creeps will draw aggro.
No, they probably don't even look his direction. They probably don't even know he exists. All right. Well, Jinkyu back in action now after that little Coddle skirmish. Coddle, in the meantime, obviously going to be dealing with the pull camp.
And Timber is still crushing the CS here. He's got a good favorable matchup in this 1v1. Gets up to 13 last hits to the Doom's 9. So even though he gives up first blood, this should be a lane where he still does very well early on. And he can come and contest these pulls as well. That's what he wants to do, because he does not want to lose experience and Creeps.
Spinning and winning here. Never end. Looking to chop up the old chicken. And he is going to try to turn the corner. I don't know if he has anywhere he could try to jump to. Certainly not. Just pulling him out for the long run.
Just having a boots advantage. Yeah, getting the fast boots. PA going for, a fast magic stick quelling blade. So able to just chase down for a kill. And PA probably has to see that and say, I need boots ASAP.
Yeah.
Jug's level 3 while PA still level 1, though. This top lane is going very poorly for King Gaming since they couldn't get that creep wave to aggro to them.
And Lich does what looks like a stack over there on the side. Not going for the full pull over, but look at this. They are confident, and they are moving all the way through. They say, let's jump the PA. She can't do anything about it except that. She did that. Okay, that's fine, though.
She just got level 2 from a creep. But that's still really bad. They're not getting any farm out of this.
Oh! One more right click could have
a wave in a couple seconds.
But the salve does come out. Viper clenching that one.
They're still finding it out. They're both very low here in this mid lane.
They are not respecting him because their level is so low. Spinning on him right now. Dark Willow gets finished. Oh no, that's Viper getting finished off from the Vengeful in the mid lane.
Dark Willow got
out.
out.
South play. The Venge went right back in and got it done.
Yep.
She just hands her own life over there at the end.
Dies on purpose.
Out. Yep.
Yeah. Venge knows if Viper comes back to lane and you have no health in mind, you're going to lose the lane, so it's better off to die.
Nice Illuminate from the high ground here. Tiny trying to slow them down. He doesn't have any mana to work with, though, but they eventually get the right clicks in. Toss up and down. Chicken gets the Lich, then loses his own life. Man, what a bloodbath already. The top lane.
That's one of the fun things for me with Timbersaw games is when they're side lane Timbers, you get tri-lanes, and tri-lane's always fun to watch. You get all this aggression coming up top because Timber and Doom are playing this 1v1. We're both farming. Not much going on. Observer hasn't even looked down bottom since the Coddle left the lane because, nothing's going to happen here.
And, this might be me sounding a little ignorant, but I felt like I didn't used to see a lot of Timbersaw play on these Chinese teams, but here's one, and yesterday I saw 430 play it, so it's been a real treat.
Yeah. It seems like I think it's a hero that teams have to be able to play because you can win. You can just win games from a Timbersaw pick when it's picked in the right situation.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch.
The Lich Jug, the Frost Armor with the spin, and you combine that with an Avalanche. And Tiny very good against Dark Willow because you can't Shadow Realm away when the Avalanche will still hit you.
Nice tag of the Shrine here, but trouble's coming. Coddle actually just walks himself up through the goose, eats his way through the trees. Okay, take me, friends.
Got a bounty rune, so that's the it's worth it death where your support dies to get a bounty rune.
Worth it.
You say, that's okay, guys.
Nice, nice. Gaining a little extra money for the boys at home.
How's mid doing? Venge, Viper, very even on CS. Venge with a lot more denies though, so we'll be ahead in that matchup.
And the big CS winner right there, Timbersaw 41.
There's a gank going down bottom,
Yep. Swap back. See if they can punish this Timber. It looks like they possibly can. Stunning him in his spot. The Bramble 2. He's trying to head out the other direction.
Tank those tower shots.
He's running, but tries to turn, slow him down the Chakram, and they catch him with the Infernal Blade and enough to finish him off. He's hard to bring down, though.
Yeah, very. Interesting event for the phase boots. Normally you see a fast soul ring, but wants the phase boots, I think, just to be able to outrun the Doom, because Doom is phase boots, and he's going to just keep spamming this. He's maxing Infernal Blade for the harass, so you want to be able to run away from him with your own phase.
Nice little opportunity to get the jump on the Tiny here. Nice bump back with that Blinding Light. Illuminate. Ooh, nice juke. South, he's trying to pump fake him. Get out of here, old man. But eventually they catch him.
What are you doing taking that kill?
Good stuff, though. Catching out the Tiny. Takes him away from the other lanes a bit, though.
You can see on the minimap, Viper in the jungle. This is what Viper does. You push out the lane with Nether Toxin. You jungle with Nether Toxin. You go back to the lane for the next wave, drop Nether Toxin, then go back to the jungle. It's a very skillful thing, this old Viper.
Sounds lame, but that's fine. I mean, in lots of other games, there are just lame tactics that do work. Yeah. But here we go. Bump back of the Blinding Light here. Timber happy to shrug off the Doom, though.
It's not the worst. It's, you know, honestly, it's just kind of like what TA used to do, where you just farm.
Yeah. Okay.
So level 1 Omni Slash not doing a whole lot.
Nope, but Doom's happy to go back in. They fight on top of the Bramble, and they'll get that finish of the Tiny. Now looking to chop them on up. They return fire. So your Tiny are Dark Willow.
Yeah, Jug making a move down bottom. Not quite getting the initial kill he wanted, but they still get a 1-for-1 trade. Does mean someone needs to go back top, because you don't really want Timber and Jug fighting over farm down bottom.
Yeah. PA's happy to take opportunity to farm up, though. Been an awkward lane for Chicken, I'm sure, up to that point.
Oh, I forgot the other thing the Viper does. He uses Clarities, you know.
Clarities to ensure he has the resources to first enhance more of the toxin.
That's part 3. Yeah. Part 1, farm mid. Part 2, farm jungle. Part 3, pop Clarity. And then repeat.
It's a shame he doesn't have the Coddle on his team.
Yeah.
It's like, fill me up, man. I need more. All right. Yeah, this looks great.
He wants to stack. Yeah. But he's pretty low here, and that's a haste advantage.
Okay. Here comes the party from the Keen side of things. Moving in. Frost Armor. Avalanche stun combo onto Venge, but she is quite thick at 1k HP. Survives it. Goes for the swap back. Looking on the next target, that being the Lich here. Coddle waiting on the side. He's quite low with little life and little mana to offer for this fight. He watches from the outside. It's Doom, old 11, moving into the party and really putting in the firepower now. Timbersaw finding himself within the action, but Vengeful Spirit still kicking as well. King Gaming really getting the better end of this one here. Their fighters just keep on fighting and surviving, and obviously Jug is busy farming through the bottom lane, not participating in this one, so take advantage of the map elsewhere. Yeah,
once he TP's top, it forces the other EHOME heroes to kind of give him that lane. So yeah, he goes bottom, and then Viper's like, well, I'm top. Timber has to go top as well for that stack, but a 3-for-0 fight. Of course, because of the haste rune. I think if there's no haste rune, that actually goes just fine, and maybe they kill one, but great rotation coming in from the Venge.
And we're not done yet, it looks like, in this top lane, possibly. Doom with the ultimate up. Get that, Timber. Oh, try to go for it. Timber knows he's in trouble. If he sees me, he's going to doom me. Bump back. There's the Doom. And, well, help is on the way. A gaze comes out from the Lich, but the Illuminate, is going to add just enough to help assist in taking down the Timbersaw. A move in, toss up and down. They're trying to burn down this Vengeful Spirit. They'll finally be able to do it. Blast coming out from the Coddle, softening things up a bit.
Doom is owning.
Doom is just running down this Jug. Now the Jug just getting stunned on up. The PA latches onto him. Now they look for more. They grab a hold of Tiny on top of it. King Gaming, what are you doing right now?
Just running over them. Old 11 with this fast phase boots drum. He used 2 drum charges in that fight. He's level 9. And most importantly, he maxed Infernal Blade. If he has 4 points in Devour and just 3 or 2 points in Infernal Blade, he doesn't have that 4-second cooldown. 4-second cooldown on Infernal Blade is just constant, like 200 damage nukes onto the Timbersaw.
Man.
And he just destroys him. Plus the Hoof Stomp, which he landed like several times during that fight.
Yeah.
Great War Stomp, great spell to have for the constant brawling that we're seeing.
That Jug just could not move. They put a clinic on him, and he got stomped.
Yep.
So that's 2 back-to-back big moves for King Gaming onto this one, and they're trying to utilize that advantage to take the momentum towards the mid lane.
In some trouble here with the Atos.
Uh-oh, there's that Toxin boy.
Will-O-Wisp just to save his life.
That's all right. Quick little bailout.
Viper wants that money.
Drop some money now. Not a lot, right?
He didn't get it.
It's not a lot, is it? Or is it like 25 gold or something
I think
like
it's
that?
more. I think that was one of the nerfs to call. I want to say it's like 100-ish.
100 freaking gold.
Might need to
I don't know if it says on there.
open up the old Gamepedia, but
Yeah. I never they did
Not
add
sure.
the gold. I wasn't sure how much though.
I think that was one of the early nerfs to Coddle when
Yeah.
he was getting played a lot with the new rework.
All right, back to the jungle, Viper. Back to the jungle. Clearly,
Yeah,
you did not do enough.
He's doing the wrong thing. You don't. Oh, you do go to lane to drop another toxin before falling back to jungle, but bit of a fight coming down in the bottom lane here. They go in with the Avalanche here on the Dark Willow. Blade Fury to follow it up, as it does look like they're going to back off and not commit for that first kill onto Kaka, but Kaka's got the Bedlam out, and he's going to bring down Tiny.
Keen ain't dumbing yet. They are not done. They're forcing EHOME back at any opportunity that they're just trying to advance for these first cute little tier 1s. All right. The Jug has to head all the way out into the other side. So this gets interesting because from what I'm hearing with what this Viper is able to do and when he can start fighting early, it feels like their lineup altogether could come together fighting real quick. I mean, Timbersaw kind of plays with that timing as well, I'd imagine. What does he have at this moment? Looks like he's still
struggling,
building the basics here at this point, so
yeah, and
I'm not too sure.
This is not a hero that plays from behind. Timber always wants to be playing from ahead, and he is going to be ganked here as well. Oh, they look away, I believe.
Camera's like, we don't want to see this.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, he's
deaths?
trying to just farm out the lane, but
0-5. His game's over. He's actually useless this game at this point. He's getting completely countered by the Doom. They picked it into Doom, and King Gaming showing how Doom can do so incredibly well with this Max Infernal Blade. It's not as one-sided of a matchup, if not for the Coddle being there early. I think the fact Coddle secures the lane with that first blood makes this a much more Doom-favored matchup.
Was this was a 10th Timber pick?
Mm-hmm.
Under the watchful eye of the director?
Yeah.
Woo! All right. We'll see. Maybe he's a late riser. We'll have to find out.
We're about to see Dakota.
Oh, no.
We're
oh,
about
no,
to see.
don't say he comes back to the lane just to go down once again.
Please, ZQ, get out.
That
please.
is exactly what happens.
Oh.
There is just no options for you, sir. They didn't even have to doom him this time? No, they did not. They just did him straight up dirty like that.
Oh,
Timber's like, please kill him for me.
Nope.
No.
Not
you
with that
can't.
terrorize.
I'm sorry.
Coddle died somewhere down bottom. But whatever.
Wow.
You kill this.
Dark Willow Doom.
See, this
The Dark Willow Doom duo. Sounds good, looks good.
looks incredible. Yeah, there's so much magic damage at this stage, and doesn't have a hood or anything. Doesn't have much magic resistance. Goes for the double bracer just because he's struggling, and yeah, they're popping up in the score. That is the BM from the Observer. He's like, look at this Doom. Now look at this Timber.
Wow.
I mean, look at the net worth. 8.5K to 4K net worth.
That was the 9th big Doom and the 10th big Timber is what he's looking at.
Yeah. That's him saying, why aren't you guys tipping this guy? If this was any other region, Zinq would be getting tipped for days.
Whew. Yeah, it's tough. He'll hit the jungle. He'll hit the jungle front. Him and Viper. So they're out of the game. The other 3 left to fend for yourselves. If Keen decide to go on the offensive, it's going to just not get easy here for EHOME. I am just concerned So concerned, especially for the support staff now, too.
It's only a 5k gold lead, but Dota Plus says 85% win probability, and that's partly. I mean, heroes like Timber are meant to be early mid-game dominators. If you're losing with Timbersaw at 15 minutes, chances are you're going to lose the game. It's kind of like the old Brood.
Man, they're just all jungle farming right now. It's like their only option. To Jug as well.
They're in terrible shape right now.
Jug as well. All right. Well, we'll see if they can recover. A never say die kind of squad, I imagine.
Oh,
mid lane,
not again.
Swap into the blast.
Oh, he's out.
The stun, but Doom's like, I'm here waiting for you.
He's also like, you're not worth dooming anymore.
Yeah, he just skips right over him and goes straight for the Viper. Oh! They try to toss him out, but then he got swapped right back in, right on top of a Will-O-Wisp. And now they get bumped back. Look at King Gaming just tap dancing all over EHOME right now. They're able to get the quick slash, but Omni does come out. Ooh, it goes into the creeps.
Can they get 11?
Can they get any finishes here?
He gets his revenge.
Yep. That's an 8 times kill streak, and it does go into the sweet, salty hands of Zinq on that one. He gets a double Q. Is Timbersaw coming back to life? Get the triple! Here we go, baby! He's back in this game.
Woo!
The director's behind like, I knew it the whole time. The director is there like, I knew the whole time. No, 10th. That's my 10th pick right there. That is my 10th pick.
No, we talk about caster curses. That's the observer curse there. You know, he points out this Timber like, look at this guy and laugh.
He's like, watch this guy in 3 minutes. Wow.
He's back alive. He's got a game now.
That's crazy. That was an 8 times bounty and a triple kill. Like,
Credit to the Jug though. That was such a good Omni Slash. He did so much damage with it. Timber a great cleanup here, but yeah, Jug really found a great way into that fight.
He had a blink dagger, right? The Timber, or no? Who had a blink? Was it, I guess it was the
Doom did. He blinked and doomed the Viper. Is that?
Yeah. Wow. Oh, swap back. Quick finish there of the Coddle. But they're going to quickly respond back with the Viper Lich takedown here. King Gaming saying, all right, you might feel good after that string of kills, but we're not backing down so fast.
It was pretty funny watching Doom just blink past Timber and not even bother dooming him anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, you're useless in these fights.
He regretted that. He regretted that. All right, chase on for Jug here, bottom lane. It's full ambush party here now. Timber nearby, but not thinking about engaging quite yet. Okay, they get that finish of the Jug. But here comes the cautious approach of EHOME, moving in. Good stun toss combo with the Timber trying to fight.
Chain Frost.
But this Chain Frost is huge, baby. It's bouncing all over the place. Still quite enough to be able to get the finish. Timber.
That Timber would have burst him with the chain plus Whirling Death if he didn't dodge that. So old 11 gets out. And that was 3 or 4 kills while losing a PA. This PA, though, has a Vlad's Midas. Not your everyday PA build, but he's going to be able to farm and keep up and catch up just fine, even though it has been a bit of a slow, rough start.
So they found little Willow in the river.
Now he's back to dooming
Timber. Doom's back with her, with the buddy. They go for the finish.
What a Will-O-Wisp.
Blast. Good Will-O-Wisp. And they'll get Timber too. All right, good counter gank. And the tips start coming out now.
There we go.
And they all tip old 11.
And then
old 11 says, I don't tip. I tip him. And he tips the Timber.
I think that was them telling him, like, come on, dude, go tip that Timber. You're dumpstering him and carrying this game. You got to give him a tip. And
that's so funny. He's like, I'm going to give you a tip because I was supposed to doom you last time. And because I didn't, you're back in this game.
Yeah, maybe that's why the team tip him. They're like, okay, you found the right doom target. What did you doom Viper for last fight?
Yeah, he's like, don't worry, guys. I'm never going to not doom Timber again. So
it's kind of, I think, 50-50 on who to doom. Because of how poor Timber is, I think Viper with his Nether Toxin spam is actually a good doom target. But
yeah, I mean, I guess that's the old counter to doom, you know, is just give him too many targets to doom, right? Yep. What are you going to pick? Who are you going to pick, huh?
Absolutely. Tiny with the Blink Dagger now can start having an impact, hunting down these supports ideally. Both Willow and Coddle very, very squishy.
Yeah, 920 life on the Coddle. Could definitely get blown up. Could definitely die if in trouble. The Coddle, for sure.
The Coddle, you think?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If I knew when it was about to happen, it doesn't. I couldn't even switch to my computer in that case, but he goes down. But we're not done yet, it looks like.
Bounty rune's coming up, so we'll see if there's a bit of a brawl around some of these.
Not even the opportunity to pressure the tower. No, the bounties are where the money is at. JinQ looking to lead out the charge here for EHOME on one front, but over on the other side for the other bounty, it's already Keen making their approach, looking to go for the Viper, and they do finally get the finish, but the next Nether Toxin does come out. Oh, the Omni Slash does too. Going for the Vengeful Spirit, who takes it to the low ground. They get the finish there. Now the Timber chaining up and above. Send the Chakram, beautiful snipe right there, and they get Old Chicken down.
They got 3 bounty runes as well, so that's a couple of kills. Bounty runes in their favor.
Oh, Coddle has a glimmer, and it saves his ass. Nice. On the other side, though, they are going to get some assistance here as Kaka steps in. Blast
nice
down the Lich. Oh, he drops the Will-O-Wisp. Turn around, Bramble. Okay.
Terrorize with Will-O-Wisp is a pretty good combo, too.
Oh, nice.
Okay, they both get out.
2 ultis, but Doom is here now.
He just charged.
Boom!
Lich buys back, but it's way too late to save him.
Oh my goodness, this man, he hits like a frickin' truck. Oh my god. Frost armor me, son. Help!
Great avalanche timing as the BKB was wearing off, and he can blink away surely.
Oh my gosh. Oh!
He had it for a bit longer. I think he was trying to bait the Doom.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would have come up sooner. That was a big kill in the jug. That's the hero you're worried about carrying this game at this point, so Doom killing him. Look at his net worth with Midas Devour. He's level 18 and 14k net worth. That is insane. But you kind of run into that problem, you know, the farm may be in the wrong place. Is Doom going to carry, or is the PA/Venge? PA is the hero that's meant to carry, and this PA only has Midas Vlads.
Yeah.
No Battle Fury, no Deso, no damage items, and getting ganked.
Jump in.
Yikes.
Toss up and down. PA's gone. She is kind of squishy here, so yeah. If you're going to get utility, I guess, in the Doom, you might need to get some way to help out your squishier teammates here.
You can't really blame the Doom for being over-farmed and the PA dying all this much. This is on the PA, getting caught out and dying too much. You need to play more cautiously.
Uh-oh, here we go. Looks like Keen are going to try to flank. Jump in immediately. Looking to go for the Viper. Tossing it back, but
the BKB is pretty unkillable.
Just reflecting a lot of it off. Doom eventually helps wither him away, and he's now dominating at this point. They toss him up and down. The Timber Saw, though, really offers the firepower necessary to bring this man down. Nice gaze setup. Wow, swap packs there with the Glimmer. They bump him all away, and he's going to be fine. Meanwhile, throwing her body into the fight is going to be the Vengeful Spirit. Long dash goes down.
You can see where the pecking order is. That's Venge, the mid-Venge, swap saving the Doom, the off-laner. They understand how farmed this Doom is and how he gives up a lot more gold if he dies. So it's actually the right play to make, as much as, you know, your mid player is not always going to be happy about dying for the cause. Old 11 is 12, 1, and 9. Problem is PA.
Yeah.
Old Chicken
right now, and she's got that Midas, and it's going to help, you know, over time. But it's going for the defensive item next. You know, to help survive, firstly, because she can get blown up so fast.
Yeah. The fact Old Chicken has Midas, I think, kind of saves, at least slightly saves and salvages his game. Otherwise, things would look really ugly right now. But we'll always have that ability to catch up in farm and also levels, which is pretty important. Midas giving that bonus XP. And straight into a BKB, needing it for the Nether Toxin, all the stuns and all that. But not really the ideal way to have to itemize, but it'll work this game. They have enough damage from other sources.
And free farm for it to work out, but okay, here comes the Bash Brothers here from the side of EHOME. Obviously too risky for PA to kind of keep moving forward. Plus they have that vision pretty deep in there. They see right now the movement from the PA. See that Doom nearby. It's a nice little ward. Courier. Lots of information for EHOME to kind of take in and use to their advantage, but both teams for now are kind of keeping to their side.
Yeah,
this Coddle bottom lane might need to be a little careful, though.
Yeah, they see this Viper. They grouped up, and he does need to be a little bit careful with all these Radiant, Keen Gaming heroes in the neighborhood. This is I think, good smoke. You need to play as 4 and create space for PA. That's something... PA's been playing alone, but you need to be playing alone while your team makes action happen. I say action. It does look like they're not headed for a team fight, though, with the blur being popped. PA is looking to secure a Roshan for the team.
Ooh.
This is a sneaky little move.
Yes,
they do it around bounty runes because I think they know. I've seen this once or twice before where it's like, teams are going to 5-man for a bounty rune, and if you can go into Roche around the bounty rune, you're very rarely going to get caught. It's very clever.
Oh god, the timing is so close.
They scan them, so that's why they were bottom though, so they have to run so far to get here.
They're not going to make it. Plenty of time. They get the quick finish, and it's just enough of a timing window where EHOME say, we better not. We better not. In the first game, right? In the first game, they did wait. Right as the roast finished, they jumped them. They got the 5-man wipe. And it worked out.
Yep.
Not in the long run, but for that instance, it did. Here, they're going to decide to hold out.
Yeah, very, very clever move. And they still got a bounty rune or two up top. They got 2 bounty runes because they just knew EHOME was bottom. They got the info that it was a 5-man bottom. They go to Roche, and now they can play around Aegis plus BKB. So PA suddenly has BKB level 16. Not quite the level 3 crit, but still pretty good. ASD up top in all sorts of trouble. He is being rotated on and rotated on quickly.
Whoop, sliding through. Swap back. Long jump from the PA.
Tiny shows up,
Tiny does jump in. Does the full combo and is going to assist in getting the finish of the Vengeful Spirit. Can they at least make it a 1-for-1 here, getting the finish of the Viper? PA is sweating for it right now. Is going to need a little extra assistance. It's 0-11 who comes in and secures his mega kill streak to get him down.
Yeah, not as smooth sailing as they thought. The Venge going in very early, but I think worried that Viper was going to TP out. So you kind of have to run in there because if you don't, Viper goes in the trees, TP's out. However, the problem is you go in and your backup is far away. Tiny is nearby, so you actually die for the kill. But Viper's life is definitely worth more than the Venge's at this point. So still an okay trade.
So as this keeps just going and we're playing in like more of an economy game, though, who does it end up favoring? I mean, the Doom is well up and ahead, but the next 3 all belong to the EHOME side. And, you know, Jug can be decent pretty late. You know, Timber can be great late. You'd have to tell me about the Viper a bit as far as a late, you know, hero goes. But, you know, who do you get in this game if they just kind of end up farming like we saw in the last game?
I favor Radiant a bit. They're superior team fight, and the PA as a carry to me is just a little bit scarier. And then you've got Doom, who's, you know, one of the best late game non-carries because he just deletes carries. He's going to use Doom on one target. He has a refresher queued up. He can do multiple people in late game. And then team fight wise, you've got Will-O-Wisp. You've got Dark Willow with Terrorize. You've got some really scary team fight on Radiant.
Yeah, their lineup is actually quite insane looking on paper.
Yeah. But it's not entirely clear-cut. Dire, you know, Jug's getting some good farm, level 18. Tiny, if he can hunt and pick off the backline supports, while Viper, Timbersaw frontline, you know, EHOME have ways to win fights as well.
All right, well, at the moment, King Gaming feeling confident enough to kind of make their approach into EHOME's territory, at least on the southern side here. Got some vision on the opponent's high ground, right by this tier 1, so for a safe takedown.
Doesn't look like there'll be any defense coming in from EHOME, who don't really want to play into the Aegis right now. Still 90 seconds of Aegis, so they may just go for 2 towers down bottom. With the Aegis, they're pretty safe in doing so, and PA's hit level 18, so it's a decent power spike with the level 3 coup de grace.
And they're going. Look at this party right now. GQ shows up, tries to throw out the one shotgun. Ooh, nice immediate. Use the glyph. Don't want to take any extra damage from that. They step back, and that tower's also going to be taken down.
Yep.
And
so no contest
jump
for
in.
this.
Tiny doesn't find the stun yet. The BKB was immediately there from the Vengeful Spirit. Deep dive in from PA will cost her the immediate Aegis. The follow-up Will-O-Wisp is nice, but they're going to quickly finish it off. That might have been just way too hard of a commitment right there. PA is able to kind of try to waddle her way out, it looks like. Doom's finished, though, and that's going to be the end of the Vengeful Spirit. PA makes it on the back end of her BKB. But, oh, man, that was really awkward for Keen.
I don't think you're happy with your PA at all
Wow,
there.
what was that? She dove into 3 while Tiny was what everyone else was dealing with.
The PA forces you to, like, you know, you kill that Tiny there and the tier 2 and you can back up, but because your PA has dove into 3 heroes that deep, you kind of have to stick around and protect her. And I mean, the PA lives, but the reason everyone else dies is because of the PA. That was a free tier 2 tower and maybe even a tiny kill. They just need to play and stick together, but Old Chicken going a bit too Rambo.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Coddle had to, like, try to save her with the Will-O-Wisp. The Will-O-Wisp is, like, in the back lines, but easily handled. It was just a series of unfortunate events for Keen right there.
That's not a team fight when it comes to how their lineup should be playing team fights.
Yeah.
And the PA doesn't even use BKB. Like, if you're going to blink into 1v3, yeah, you've got an Aegis, but you should use your BKB for getting that first kill. Like, kill that Lich with your BKB. But also just not a good time to fight. Like, PA
just
doesn't do
hoping
much
for,
damage.
like, the one-hit boom, I guess, of Lich. Like, if I can get in and I get that first shot, like coup de grace, that Lich is out and I'm a god. But that is... I mean, I guess I was kind of saying coming to this game, like, oh, these teams are not too big of the, high risk, high reward kind of plays, but they proved me wrong right there.
Yeah,
that was definitely not a methodical play. That
high risk, low reward, perhaps.
That was just like, that was crazy.
Yeah,
that was balls to the wall. There we go. Unfortunately, it cost them a lot.
Yeah, I don't think there was a high reward to be had there. No. The Lich kill is not a high reward, unfortunately. I don't think there was any scenario where
they would be so
Rax.
Mortified by the sight of Lich being going down that they would just be paralyzed in fear and not play.
Just insta GG out.
Well, can't deal with that. Yeah. For now, PA happy to practice her crit skills, taking down these catapults that are pressuring these early tier 1s. Plenty of money on the map for EHOME if they could somehow cross the pressure across the river once again, but it's not proven to be too easy. Both teams really respecting each other at this point.
Timber completes an Ag Scepter, so a lot more damage can be coming out of Xinkyu, who I think is recognizing this game's going to go late, and Timber does sometimes fall off a little bit if you build too tanky, so he's gone very damage focused with the Kaya and Sanj, as well as the Aghanim Scepter. So Spell Amp with extra Chakrams.
Yeah, great spamming, great ways to just, keep the waves pushed back, keep them out of your base.
This is nice.
Defend the high ground.
They find a DD rune in Jug, and they give him a bottle so he can actually have it for a team fight. So they want to take a team fight now.
Oh, yeah, they do. Pop the smoke. EHOME. Approach possibly to get Keen Gaming, but Keen could have high ground advantage here. Oh, immediate jump in, immediate BKB. They try to slide out the other side. They swap Tiny back in. Can they finish him off? He's got the Lotus Sword popped. Follow-up Will-O-Wisp. Only for him, but they can't quite finish him off yet. It's taking way too much effort. Now the PA jumps in. This time she's got the Doom by her side and the Coddle here. And they quickly are going to be able to burst down the Viper. And looking for the follow-up. Terrorize, defend the Lich back. Timbersaw looking to move in. Gets the Doom down. Now the Venge could be next. Long Timber Chain. Sidestepped.
Chase is on, though.
Yes, it
Jug
is.
still is DD.
Stun. Oh, Jug moving in. Jug gets the Coddle down immediately. And now Jug looking possibly for the Venge. No. Does not like that the PA's here. And Old Chicken looking for the jump. Oh, the dagger. Oh, the blink away.
Yeah, luckily Venge didn't get another. After the swap, didn't have another stun.
Timber's back, but Timber doesn't have blink.
Yeah, that's a...
He bought back for this.
Interesting little buyback.
Get to the high ground. Oh, he's going, baby. Oh, there you are.
Cancel.
Too late. You bought back for this.
Luckily, Jug had a DD rune there, because that Omni Slash did very little damage.
Yeah.
The Doom was initially tanking it, and then I think PA blinked in as well, and it didn't do much damage to PA. Maybe he blurred it off or something, but Doom just having a Shiver's Guard. He's got very high armor, and Jug, didn't do anywhere near as much damage as I thought.
I didn't quite catch it, but it looked like they must have focus jumped the Viper.
They blink Doomed him, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He has a Lincoln's now on Viper. I don't know if... I assume he had it for that fight, but it probably got broken by the PA dagger. It's
certainly possible.
It's worth making it harder to get Doom with the Lincolns, but there are straightforward ways like the dagger to cancel it. And it does seem like he is the main Doom target, at least for now. That could change. I think Jug becomes a pretty high Doom priority, but the issue is Jug has Manta Style, which is kind of... the Doom animation is so slow that you can almost always Manta before he Dooms you if he blinks on you.
Yeah.
So Manta does pseudo counter the Doom in some ways. Here we go. Next Roshan coming up. Not for a little while, but both teams I think wary that that's what they want to play over, as well as these bounty runes, which are also coming up soon.
Yep. They are scanning is EHOME at Roche box. And Keen are only making their approach to the neighborhood right now, trying to contest and moving for the bounties. A long swap all the way back, deflecting back the daggers. The Timber makes it to the high ground, and gets met with the Doom. Will-O-Wisp combo, and they are going to be taking that Timber out of this game for a long while now. About 2 minutes without a buyback there.
Yeah, that should be Roche, except Roche hasn't quite respawned yet. Dark Willow blinking in, saying, "Where's our Roshan?" Not there, but if they keep on scouting it, which they are. It looks like the Courier is headed to the Roshan pit. They will see... Oh, no, Courier's head back to base. And there we go. It's head back to the Roshan pit now. They are going to keep scouting this out, and they'll see when Roche respawns and probably beeline for it.
Yeah, you can take this tier 2 maybe and double back for it if they'd like. Or I don't know if they want to see if they can force out a Timber buyback if it was there. He does not have one, but... Oh, opportunity to make the jump onto the Lich. He's gone.
An easy pick, and they got tier 2. They make force high ground. They know Timber has no buyback. He used it during that last team fight. So with the high ground ward here, they have a pretty scary push.
Okay, yep. They move in. Buyback out from just the Lich. That's obviously not going to be enough to stop Keen in their tracks. Another Toxin flies out. Ooh, looking to go for the swap. BKB comes out.
Tiny.
Turn, jump for the Tiny. Trying to burst him down. They will get it.
That's another buyback. They force 2 buybacks just from this push.
Uses that blue blink.
Oh, lost his Lincoln, so he can't chase. Otherwise, he risks getting Doom there. And they've seen Roche is back, so they just force buybacks, and they can go for Roshan. And there's still 30 seconds without Timber. That dieback, he was level 24, so he was dead for like 100-ish seconds. That just cripples his game. Well, it puts his team in such a bad spot.
Yeah, it is, because they are thinking that they should go and contest this Roche, but they are going to be short a man for it.
Doom has refreshing now,
there
too.
For it, and they're going to manage to catch him on this. Oh, boy, not looking so good. A move in, a Doom caught, tossing on back. Tiny trying to bail him out, but they just keep on chasing him. Moving in, stuns there. Can't quite stop him yet. Beautiful Will-O-Wisp, going to get dropped from the coddle on that one.
What a team fight play from them.
And they get him in their spot, trying to split the difference. Jin Q looking to head north and make it away. Tiny doing everything possible to stop them from taking his team down. They are going to be successful in bursting down and taking out the Vengeful Spirit. Chicken on the chase, though. Oh, he wants that Lich. Pops the BKB, puts his sights on for Tiny. He's not getting the crits.
Oh, he's
like
back and he's not going for it.
Oh,
he wants Timber. They want Xingqiu. They know he doesn't have buyback. If they kill him again...
Oh!
The double chakram!
Wow!
That damage!
He bursted the Doom!
Oh, my God. He got 1,400 gold for that kill, too.
They're both dead for like 90 seconds without a buyback.
And PA with Deso can push pretty damn fast. Has the triple stifling dagger talent, too, now.
Yep.
And the Venge has an illusion, so they get the Vengeance Aura.
Bump him back with the Blinding Light? Hell yeah.
This Venge illusion is carrying right now. All that bonus damage.
Nice.
45% damage bonus for the push. They're going to get top racks, and it looks like they want to maybe even go for more. They can stick around. There's 4 heroes still dead for long periods of time. And if they had buyback, they definitely would have bought back by now. I think at least 3 of them are on cooldown. And then there's Jug, who just doesn't have money. But they get the tier 3 mid, I believe.
Yep. Oh, nice
Tiny.
little cute bump back. All right, he's got the Ghost.
Smart TP.
And makes it home. Tier 3 down.
They can't do more.
Yeah, Coddle's like, good luck, I'm out.
Viper, Jug, both respawning, so it's time to get out. They got so much from that, though.
Very nice. Huge
did they
burst of money. Last time I looked, it was like a 5K net worth advantage, and now it's a 13K. Looks like they did find Coddle. Probably just trying to get a ward down on the way out or something, but they catch him with a TP.
So, the PADU stage is in the middle of that fight, and all these items going to be pouring in for Keen Gaming after that one. Doom's, the way that fight started, where he got the Doom off, Tiny tossed the Viper backwards into the Jug, and then Doom blinks in to follow with a hoof stomp and found the Jug. So he doomed Viper, he doomed Jug, then the Will-O-Wisp caught 3 heroes. It was just the best teamfight execution I've seen from Keen Gaming today. They still didn't crush the fight. Like, Tiny sniped one of the supports, they lost the Venge, but beauty of Venge is you die, you still have that illusion. So.
Yeah. Really nicely done. Keen can just try to finish their plate of this game.
Here come Bounty Runes once again. Both teams somewhat headed towards that bottom room. We could see a bit of a fight break out here.
Dark Willow protecting the high ground on her side. Wards being planted from EHOME. Oh, Timber says, I can't hang around for this one. Jump in, but immediate Blade Fury. Jug on the run.
He's pretty far away here, even though he's been doomed.
And he's trying to make it out. Lich could be hit next. Tiny says, get the hell back in there, Lich. Tries to toss him forward, but it is not obviously going to be too successful.
Oh, that Willow's so low, but survives.
Makes it out the other side, and to pay the price is going to be the Timber. Oh, out for 100. See you later.
Another Doom.
Step in, another Doom. That one onto the Viper. Should be the end of it now. The big Omni Slash from the Jug. Kyle says, I'll help mitigate the damage if possible. Walks in with the Will-O-Wisp. They're waiting for the blast, and he's caught right under the big shiny disco ball, and he gets finished off. Double kill for Old Chicken there.
Their team fight looks so pretty when they're getting these double Dooms off.
Yep.
Will-O-Wisp on top. Everything coming together so nicely once more, and that Timber melted. He wasn't even doomed. I think he just got like insta-crit by the PA when he didn't have much reactive up, and that's GG, I believe.
Yeah, just go for the jugular. This is the
supports.
WESG.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It was a tough, hard-fought best-of-3, but I think this is just the end. No, they can't defend.
This is the end. This is it. What are you going to do about it? 50 seconds, it looks like, for either of the big hitters to be able to make it out. They just double back. They go for the tier 4, and they have done it. King Gaming. Man, EHOME really made them work and sweat through that game number 2, but King Gaming kind of they just look like the better team. And I love this lineup, I got to say. I thought it was just beautiful to watch. The, oh, God. The Dark Willow Coddle combo for support, like for the way they're able to do so much AoE control and just burst out the waves. You have the raw hard hitting damage of your PA. You have your Vengeful Spirit for all the utility and extra stun power. The Doom is just deleting some people out of the fights and also offering ridiculous Infernal Blades. That was